The 10th day, now this where it gets confusing. If you listen to me, inshallah, it won't be confusing at all. Very easy. The 10th day, there are 4 actions that you have to do. 4 actions. Any 2 of them will get you out of what we call the minor ihram. And all 4 will get you out of ihram totally. What is this minor ihram and major ihram? Simple. Minor ihram allows you to do everything except intimacy with your spouse. And what leads to it? Foreplay. So minor ihram, once you're out of it, you change your clothes, you wear perfume, you may trim your nails. So that's minor ihram. Major ihram, you may now resume conjugal relations with your spouse. So minor ihram, major ihram, the only difference is intimacy. That's it. When you do 2 of these 4 things, you're out of the state of minor ihram. Which means you take a bath, you shave. If you the type that who shaves, you shave. Even though, in my opinion, you shouldn't be shaving. But I mean, you may now trim. You may now cut your nails. You may now wear normal clothes. You may put perfume on. This is minor ihram. Clear? 2 out of the 4, you get out of minor. Right? All 4, you're out of ihram totally. Clear? Okay, what are these 4 things? Number 1, and they may be done in any order, by what the Prophet himself said. A man came to him and said, "O Messenger of Allah, I did number 2 before number 1. He said, "No problem." Another one said, "I did number 1 after number 3. No problem." Another man said, "I did number 4 before number 2. He said, "No problem." The Sahabi said, nobody came to him with any arrangement except that he said, "No problem." The arrangement is completely up to you. You may do any of these in any order. There is no basically wajib or anything in the order. What are these 4 things? Number 1, stoning the large jamrah. There's 3 jamras, large, small and medium. Stoning the large jamrah, Jamratul Aqaba al-Kubra, by 7 times. That's number 1. Number 2, shaving of the hair. Number 3, the hadi or the sacrifice. And number 4, the tawaf of the Hajj itself. The tawaf of the Hajj itself. Now, 99.99% of you will be buying a ticket for the hadi, correct? You will not go yourself with a knife and choose your animal and do it yourself, correct? Some people do, those who are regulars. I've done it once in a while, but I mean regular, for you guys it's really, you have enough to worry about. So, what does this mean? You're left with 3, correct? Therefore, as soon as you go and you do the rami, you're out of the minor ihram. And then when you've shaved your hair, of course, you're shaving your hair, that's basically you've done 3 of the 4 now, correct? So, you may shave your hair first, believe it or not. A lot of people think you have to do rami. You may shave your hair, because that is a rite of Hajj now. This is a part of the Hajj. You're allowed to trim your hair if you want, but the Prophet ﷺ encouraged the shaving. But you may trim it. If you want to, you may just get to a barber and trim it, not a problem. But you may shave first, but most people do the rami first. So, you do the rami, you shave your hair, you've done 3 of the 4. You may assume that the hadi is done basically in the morning. That's your assumption. Because there is no way you can verify, and the scholars have said, you may assume that your hadi is done. Because they have 3 million sheep they have to sacrifice. They're going to start before Hajj and continue after Hajj. It is not humanly possible to sacrifice that many sheep and goats simultaneously. Okay? So you may assume yours is done, no problem. Therefore, as soon as you do rami, you're out of the ihram, minor ihram. Right? So if after rami, you want to go and take a bath and put on your regular clothes, that's fine. And then go to the barber, that's fine. But most people, because when you're going to go to the barber, you're going to be messy anyway because of all the hair. Most people actually then go to the barber. There's alhamdulillah, they built a huge barber shop right there at the Jamara. At the Jamara, there's probably one of the largest barber shops in the world. You just go there and you shave your hair off. And then sisters should have scissors with them. They go back to the tent, they take out a 4 lock of hair, a little bit, and then they just cut it. So now they're out of minor ihram. Therefore, 90% of you will be completely dressed and clean and fresh smelling and everything on the morning of the 10th. Maybe by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you're all now back to your regular dress. So how long were you in the state of ihram? The day of the 8th, the full 9th, and then the morning of the 10th. So for most people that works out to less than 48 hours. Those 48 hours, your clothes will look like they have been on you for 2 weeks. Believe me. Which is why I said for men, have another pair of ihram. And especially in the night of Muzdalifah, it's very convenient to change because it becomes very filthy in the sand and this and that. And so make sure that that is done. Now, once you do your tawaf, now you're out of the maid, then you're out of completely of ihram. And as I said, the only difference is intimacy with spouse. Otherwise it's fine. You may delay your tawaf, by the way. You don't have to do it on the 10th. You may do it on the 11th. You may do it on the 12th. You may delay your tawaf. It doesn't matter when you do it. The tawaf does not have to be done on the 10th. My personal advice, the 10th is extremely difficult to do tawaf. Very congested. And it is better to do it either very late night, 10th, maybe 2 a.m., right? Or 11th, day or night. Basically, take your time to do tawaf. I would not advise you to do tawaf on the 10th of the afternoon of the 10th because it's just too congested, especially if you have a woman with you. Because you are literally, it's the most difficult time of the year to do Hajj. You are literally surrounded. If you have your wife with you, you're going to have to tawaf protecting her to breathe. I'm telling you, to breathe. She'll have to do this to her so that she can... It's not a comfortable place to be in at all. And Allah does not tell us to make the religion that difficult. There's no need to do it on the 10th. Do it either, as I said, late night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or the next morning or the 12th, not a problem. So, these are the 4 actions of the 10th. 3 of them for sure you'll do on the 10th. One of them, the tawaf, my advice is you delay, but if you do it on the 10th, it's up to you.